Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Ning and friends. Welcome to my presentation. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Jessica Sanjia with student number 190710164 from English Class C. I'm going to talk about topic that I chose for final exam. For final exam, I just create a game that will solve the problems faced by teenagers. Before I start, I will give you an overview of my presentation. My presentation is divided into 5 parts. First is teenager problems. Second is game. Third is how to play the game. Fourth is epic win. And the last is can this game change the world to become better? So let's go to the presentation.
Teenager problem.
Now I'm going to teenager problem. Adolescence is a time when a person is looking for his or her own identity. In this era, a teenager can develop him or herself by doing the things that they want, such as painting, play music, learn self-defense, dancing, and cooking. During this time, a teenager will also experience change, both physically and emotionally. With this change, it is possible for teenagers to get various problems that are usually called teenager problems. One of the problems that can arise in teenagers is in socializing. Nowadays, many teenagers use gadgets to communicate and socialize. They use social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Line, and WhatsApp to communicate and socialize. This can have positive impact on teenagers in socializing. They can communicate and provide news to their friends or family who are far from them by using the video call and voice call features. They can also share their activities on social media, but there are some negative impacts too. For example, teenagers can be addicted to playing gadgets. They are hard to get away from gadgets. For example, there is someone who has to bring their handphone to dining room to watch while eating. Then, in the public, if we look around, we can see many teenagers who are hanging out together but enjoying themselves with their gadgets, like these pictures. In fact, they are gathering together to enjoy quality time together. But if it's like this, it will feel like you are alone because they're enjoying themselves with their gadgets. This problem is what made me make this game.
Game.
Now, I like to turn to game. By the way, speaking of games, when you hear the word game, what comes to your mind? There must be someone who immediately thinks of video games and online games that use gadgets such as smartphones and computers. However, games are not just that. Games can also be played without gadgets, such as hide and seek, jump rope, and playing marbles. Games like this feel more together and the presence of someone with us feels real. Then, we will turn to problem above. This problem can be solved with this game. We can call it quality time game. This game is prioritizing togetherness. In this game, the target that I met for this game is teenagers who want to play this game. In games, there are usually have characters that we create for us to play. This game also has a character, but the character are ourselves. We are being ourselves in front of others. This game is played at least by 2 people.
How to play the game.
Now, I like to turn to how to play the game. How to play this game is very simple. You and your friends only collect your gadgets into one place. Or don't take out your gadgets, or don't play your gadgets when hanging out with your friends. Then you make rules that can be mutually agreed upon. Then you can start the game. For example, if you gather for an hour, you can make a rule not to take out or play your gadgets for up to half an hour. If anyone plays their gadgets before half an hour, then that person will lose. If someone loses, you can give the punishment according to the agreement punishment. For example, the loser will pay for you and your friends' food. You can also divide this game into several stages. For example, if you and your friends gather for 2 hours, you can make it into several stages. You can divide it into 3 stages. The first stage is not playing gadgets for up to half an hour. The second stage is up to 1 hour. And the third stage is up to 1.5 hours. Then, before arriving at the specified hour you have played gadgets, then you will lose and be punished according to mutual agreement. For example, if you lose at first stage, the loser can treat a food. If lose at second stage, the loser can treat a drink. And if lose at the third stage, the loser can treat a snack. Then, you can also modify this game according to you and your friend taste. You can determine the rules that you want and must be mutually agreed upon. You can also determine the punishment that has been mutually agreed upon to be given to your losing friends.
You can also give rules if there is something important or urgent. It will not be counted in violation. For example, if during a gathering there is someone who gets a call from their parents, then that person does not lose because it is their parents who make the call. As long as you don't take out or play gadgets, you can gather with your friends and enjoy your quality time with your friends together. You can tell about your activities, the problem you are currently facing, hear stories from your friends, and ask your friends for solution. You can also play board games to feel your togetherness, such as Haligali, Uno Card, and Uno Blocks. You can also karaoke with friends if you are at a karaoke place or at a friend's house. Epic win.
Now, I like to turn to epic win. In every game, there must be a winner and a loser. In the game, usually there is also a surprising win that can be called an epic win. The epic win in this game is when everyone manages to not take out or play gadgets while they are together. For example, when you and your friends get together to play this game, all of you can follow the game and it runs well. Then, until the specified time, you have not played the gadget and all of you can survive until the specified time. Then, all of you will win this game. This is called epic win in this game. This is a good thing because you can appreciate your togetherness. You can celebrate this victory with your friends or give presents to each other. You can also agree on the price before the game starts.
Can this game change the world to become better?
Now, I like to turn to last topic. Can this game change the world to become better? I think yes. How can this game change the world to become better? This game can change the world to become better by the positive impact from this game. The positive impact of this game is this game can help someone slowly get away from the gadgets so that when they gather with friends or family, they don't feel alone because of someone enjoying themselves with their gadgets. And then, this can be good for everyone who does it. We can interact more directly with the people in front of us. We can appreciate the person who is chatting with us because there is someone who feels unappreciated when the person tells us a story, but the other person is busy using a gadget, like this picture. Then, we can reduce the negative impact of using gadgets, such as reducing addiction to using gadgets. So, this game can change the world to become better from the positive impact of this game. From this problem, we can appreciate the moment of our togetherness with our family and friends. So, Let's cherish every moment of our togetherness with our family and our parents because that moment only happens once. That moment will never be repeated. If it repeats, it is not exactly the same as that moment. Well, that's bring me to the end of my presentation. Thank you, Membani and friends, for your attention.